Okay, I'm sorry. Here I go again. I'm live again, and this is because there is a storm near Pittsfield, Massachusetts. We're just heading off towards Hinsdale, Cummington, Rivington, Goshen, Chesterfield, Peru, Hinsdale, Washington, and Beckett in Massachusetts. Right now it's located over Pittsfield, moving east at 20 miles per hour, and the max hail size is dime-sized hail, actually penny-sized hail, and that is moving east at 20 miles per hour towards those places. We don't have rotation at all with a storm just yet, but it piqued my interest, so I decided to go live again. Hopefully, you're enjoying the stream. They might extend a warning towards Middlefield, Rivington, Chester, Chesterfield, Cummington, and Windsor soon. And there's also a warning up here near Brunswick and Greenwich, New York, which is moving east towards these areas: Florida, Mass, Adams, Mass, Williamstown, Mass, Bennington, Vermont, Sunderland, Vermont, Manchester Center, Vermont. We also have one near Lebanon, New Hampshire, up here. Oh my gosh, that just got upgraded to 1.75-inch hail. That is a lot of hail. Let's see. Hi, Gaming with Squeaks. Glad you're back. I bet this is going to be a similar ranch stream because we have this one with tennis ball sized hail near Lebanon, New Hampshire, going off towards Orange, New Hampshire, Romney, New Hampshire, and Plymouth, New Hampshire. We also have storms back near Bennington, Vermont, and down here near Pittsfield, Massachusetts. The one near Pittsfield, Massachusetts might be exiting the warning box soon, so we might have an extension to this warning going off toward Peru, Middlefield, Rivington, Chesterfield, Chester, and Windsor. Okay, there is also a special weather statement in effect for West Stockbridge, Austerlitz, New York, and Canaan in New York. Actually, that just expired just now, so that's gone. We also have a special weather statement up here, which expires in 15 minutes for 50-mile-per-hour winds. However, that got replaced by this one near Bennington, with this severe thunderstorm warning near Bennington with quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. You also have actually 60-mile-per-hour observed winds up here near Manchester Center in Vermont. We also have this one with ping pong ball sized hail near Lebanon, New Hampshire. And we have a special weather statement back here in Hannock, New York. The one near Pittsfield has gotten my attention. Okay. What just happened? It seems like we doubled up the severe thunderstorm warning, so there's a severe thunderstorm warning now for Pittsfield at Penny Sizedale going towards Covington, Wilmington, Williamsburg, Goshen, Williams, Conway, Plainfield, Windsor, Dalton, Hinsdale, Peru. Pittsfield, you already done with that risk, and Richmond, you already done with that risk from that storm. Near Pittsfield. We also have this one back over near Hoosick Falls going towards Bennington in Vermont. Um, right now, it has been warned for quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds that expires in 43 minutes. We got an extension to this one in near Pittsfield. Now, the extension is for Peru and Windsor. However, NWS Boston, who's in charge of warnings for Covington, Irvington, Middlefield, Chester, and so on, hasn't issued a new severe thunderstorm warning for that area yet. However, they're likely to do it within the next 5 or so minutes in front of a storm to match what NWS Albany has done. NWS Albany has done great today on these storms. Our latest risk is still a slight risk for severe weather in these areas with a 2% tornado risk, a 15% wind risk, and a 15% hail risk for today. We also have an excessive rainfall risk up in New Hampshire and southern Quebec going into Maine and eastern Quebec. Let's check back down on this one near Pittsfield. Actually, the one near Pittsfield has been upgraded to quarter-sized hail yet again, and 60-mile-per-hour winds headed towards Beckett, Peru, Riverdin, Covington, Goshen, Chesterfield, Chester, Williamsburg, Waverly, Sunderland, Amherst, North Amherst, Leverett, Ashfield, Hawley, and Plainfield. My chat. Oh. Okay. That was an old message. Okay. Going towards North Adams and Adams is a severe thunderstorm with actually NWS Boston has extended the severe thunderstorm warning for the following towns: Middlefield, Rivington, Chesterfield, Chester, Westhampton, Northampton, Hadley, Hatfield, Whately, Sunderland, Deerfield, Greenfield, Ashfield, Conway, Covington, and Plainfield. So please move away from your windows, and that's all that you need to do for right now. Okay, sorry, I was texting some of my friends quickly. So what is happening back over here near Peru and Hinsdale on the southeast of Pittsfield? We have hail. Um, However, it should be quarter-sized hail. We can tell that there's hail because of this signature over near Hinsdale. Actually, let me switch to a better color. Over here, near Hinsdale. That looks good. That looks like hail. The new warning for those towns has 1 inch hail, 60 mile per hour winds, or quarter-sized hail, 1 inch, quarter-sized hail, 60 mile per hour winds heading towards Cummington, Goshen, Chesterfield, Rivington, Middlefield, Chester, Westhampton, Northampton, Hadley, Hatfield, Wadley, Sunderland, Deerfield, Conway, Ashfield, Plainfield, and Peru. Okay, so LaSalle near Bennington is crossing the New York Vermont state line and is heading towards Bennington. This is producing 1 inch quarter sized hail and 60 mile per hour winds. The one up near Canaan is producing ping pong ball sized hail and 60 mile per hour winds. So in Canaan, please stay away from all windows and doors. That's in New Hampshire. Coming back down here towards near Peru and Rivington. Okay. I should get a better light source on my face. Is that better? Okay, that's a little bit too much. What happened to my viewers? Okay. Okay, here's one viewer's back. Okay, we have two hail cores. One is near Hinsdale, and the other is just south of Pittsfield near Wenix and Lee. These are heading towards Rivington, Chesterfield, Williamsburg, Beckett, Washington, and Middlefield. We do have a massive scale discussion for Severe Thunderstorm Watch 277, which indicates that with the storm or series of storms, we might have up to from 55 to 70 mile per hour winds and between 1 inch and ping pong ball sized hail with these storms throughout the severe weather watch. Actually, the severe weather watch just expired for all of these areas. However, we do still have severe weather polygons, severe thunderstorm polygons back over here in Massachusetts. The hail core should be somewhere around Peru or just east of Hinsdale at this moment, moving towards Rivington, Middlefield, Goshen, Williamsburg, and areas east. We also have a severe thunderstorm warning for Bennington for 1 inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds heading towards Bennington, Whitford, Shrewsbury, Reedsboro, Stamford, North Adams, and Florida, Mass. We also have a severe thunderstorm warning up here near Enfield and Canaan, New Hampshire for ping pong ball sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds associated with this line. We also have a special weather statement back here near Sanford, New York, Hancock, New York, Downsville, New York, and Margaretville, New York for 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and that expires in 2 minutes. But focusing back our attention on near the sound near Rivington and Beckett in Massachusetts. Okay, we do have a severe thunderstorm that is approaching Beckett, Middlefield, Rivington. The hail core of the storm is going towards Peru, West Rivington, Rivington Corners, West Chesterfield, Weenville, Chesterfield, Goshen, Shieldsville, Williamsburg, Haydenville. We also have a severe thunderstorm warning back up here for 60-mile-per-hour winds and quarter-sized hail for Bennington, Vermont, Woodford, Vermont, Shieldsburg, Vermont, Stamford, Vermont, North Adams, Massachusetts, and Florida, Mass. That expires in 30 minutes. 60-mile-per-hour winds have been observed with this line. We also have a cell back over here, focusing back on a cell near Peru. The cell near Peru is moving east now at 31 knots or 35 miles per hour. 1 inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds, all possible with this storm. The hail core is currently just south of Peru, near Peru Wildlife Management Area and West Rivington. Moving east at 30 miles per hour. Locations that might get this hail would be Rivington, Chesterfield, Williamsburg, Hatfield, Hadley, Florence, Leeds, Northampton, Westhampton, Rivington, and possibly Chester. We also have flash flood warnings back up here near Montpelier, Vermont, Roxbury, Vermont, and Lincoln, Vermont. All of these are radar indicated flash flood warnings. We also have severe storms starting to fire up in Alabama, Mississippi, Texas, Oklahoma. Actually, in Oklahoma, we do have a tornado warning in Oklahoma near Paoli with tons of chasers down there. That is a tight rotation, and but there's no tornado currently on the ground of that. That's back in Oklahoma. Back up in our main focus area of Massachusetts and New England, we do have severe weather that is fast moving. Right now, the storm is over Peru or near Rivington, heading east at 35 miles per hour. The severe thunderstorm warning for White River Junction has now expired. Now we are only left with this warning for Lebanon, Enfield, and Canaan, but the storm is likely to get out of this warning box pretty soon, and that is for ping pong ball sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind, and that's likely to be extended. And we also have a flood advisory up here near Enfield and Canaan. Actually, that got downgraded just now to half-dollar sized hail. And that is half-dollar sized hail observed in Enfield, New Hampshire. Back down here in Rivington, Massachusetts, and Cummington, Massachusetts, we have this severe thunderstorm warning in effect for the next 26 minutes, and that is for quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds headed towards Chesterfield, Rivington, Northampton, Florence, Leeds, Hadley, Hatfield, Great Leeds, Sunderland, Deerfield, Conway, Ashfield, Plainfield, and any places in between. We also have this storm near Bennington, Vermont, which is moving east at 40 miles per hour, and the locations impacted are Adams, Mass, North Adams, Mass, Florida, Mass, Sanford, Vermont, Reedsboro, Vermont, Salisbury, Vermont, Woodford, Vermont, Bennington, Vermont is already in that, and Sunderland, Vermont, and Londonderry, Vermont. Okay. New radar scan came in for the storm near Rivington. The hail core is right now over West Rivington, moving east at 35 miles per hour. The locations that are going to be impacted by the storm are Plainfield, Cummington, Rivington, Chesterfield, Westhampton, Florence, Leeds, Northampton, Hadley, Hatfield, Whately, Sunderland, Deerfield, Conway, and Ashfield. We also have some storms back over here near Springfield and the Hartford metro areas. However, these are not expected to become severe, and we have some over near April and Royalston, but these are not expected to become severe. It is just this storm near Rivington and Chesterfield which is our main focus right now. Actually, this storm has tons of lightning on it. I might try to get a view over near Northampton if I can. Okay, these cameras are not up. Oh, this one is up near Hatfield. Trying to get a video of it. Over near Hatfield, it's still sunny. Wait, we know. Sunderland, no. Deerfield, we don't really have a good view of it from there. Okay. Um, let's see. Going back to radar, we haven't had another radar scan just yet. We have a storm still near Bennington heading towards Woodford, Searsburg, and Reedsboro, Vermont. And we have some storms to the south of that going towards Williamstown, North Adams, Florida, and Adams in Mass. We also have a ping pong. Actually, it got downgraded. Now we have a $half sized hail report in Canaan, New Hampshire, from a train spotter. Um, this storm is going to exit the warning box towards Bridgewater, New Hampton, Bristol, and Plymouth, New Hampshire. Back down here near Cummington, we do have a new scan, and it shows that this storm is heading towards Cummington, Goshen, Conway, Deerfield, Sunderland, Whately, Hatfield, Hadley, Northampton, Florence, Leeds, Williamsburg, Chesterfield, Westhampton, and Chester, and Beckett. It is exiting this old warning box over here and is going to enter the new warning box, which is issued by NWS Boston. We do have a storm up here near Bennington, New Hampshire. This storm is heading towards Putney, Dover, Marlborough, Wilmington, Wittenham, Searsburg, Woodsboro, Londonderry, Townsend, and Walpole. Okay. We do have cameras as soon as the storm reaches I-91, but that's not going to be for another 15 or so minutes. A storm up near Canaan, New Hampshire is exiting the warning box. New Orleans heading towards Bridgewater, Ashland, Plymouth, Romney in New Hampshire. We have new scans in we let's see, still no rotation. The storm is heading towards Chesterfield, Goshen, Williamsburg, Northampton, Westhampton, Middlefield, Chester, Beckett, Hatfield, Hadley, Sunderland, Whately, Deerfield, Conway. Um, Let me see. Let me just check quickly back down here in Oklahoma. Wow. Down here in Oklahoma, there has been a tor- tornado near Whitfield, actually White Bend, Indiana, Petoe, Indiana, Petoe, Oklahoma. I mean, Petoe, Oklahoma. Um, we also have some severe storms starting to go in Alabama as well as in Mississippi, but those are supposed to stay less severe than yesterday over there. We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning for the following towns: Woodford, Sears, Wilmington, Dover, Marlborough, Brattleboro, Putney, Walpole, Bells Falls, Lockley's Mills, Grafton, Athens, Townsend, Newfane, Jamaica, Woodsboro, Stratton in Vermont. And the storms near Williamstown don't really look too concerning right now. It's mostly the storms up near Glastonbury, Vermont, and down near Rivington, which look severe at this time. We are starting to have. Actually, is that. Okay, I can't say that just yet, since I don't have a scan on the velocities yet. But the storm is now near approaching Chesterfield, Goshen, and Conway, and going towards Deerfield, Sunderland, Whately, Hatfield, Hadley, Northampton, Florence, Leeds, Williamsburg, Westhampton, Chester, and Middlefield, and is moving at 35 miles per hour east. We do have a chaser in the area. Actually, Reed Cannon is back out in front of this storm, and is positioned near West Hatfield, right off of I-91. And we have this other spotter near Holyoke, who is positioned. Actually, it's real home, so I'm not going to zoom all the way in. Let's see. We have some weak rotation, but nothing concerning at this moment. We also have these storm spotters up near Coleraine, Mass, who are trying to get down to a storm. Since this is the only storm around that makes sense that they would be going for at this point. Up in New Hampshire, that severe warning has been cancelled, so there's no severe warnings back over in New Hampshire anymore. However, we have this severe warning back down here in Shrewsbury, New Hampshire, Shrewsbury, Vermont, going over towards Dover, Vermont, Putney, Vermont, Brattleboro, Vermont, Bellows Falls, Vermont, Wyndham, Vermont. And we also have the storm back over here in Massachusetts. Just updated scan. It's near, the edge of it is near Goshen and Conway, headed towards Deerfield, Sunderland, Whately, Hatfield, Hadley, Northampton, Florence, Leeds, Westhampton, Middlefield, Beckett, and Chester. There's no rotation on it at this moment. We do have some traffic cameras in this area that might be online. Let's try to reload. Actually, most of these traffic cameras along I-91 are temporarily unavailable and don't have video, so we cannot use them currently. But this storm is near Chesterfield and Goshen and Conway, heading east at 35 towards Deerfield, Sunderland, Whately, Williamsburg, Hatfield, Hadley, Northampton, Westhampton, Chester, Beckett, and further on down its path will be Amherst, Pelham, Shutesbury, Leverett, Sunderland, Wendell, New Salem, Orange, and A4. Okay, these warnings are probably going to be about to expire. Back over here. Actually, no, this one might not. Near Salisbury, Vermont, going towards Brattleboro, Marlborough, Dover, Townsend, Athens, Rockport, Brockway's Mills, Wyndham, Jamaica, Woodsboro. New scan is in, and we have a hill. We actually have multiple hill calls on the storm. One near Middlefield and one near Chesterfield, going east at 35 miles per hour. Actually, okay. We have storm spotters who have finally made their way to Greenfield. So, however, we cannot use them, and we have this person out here in lately, but we cannot use them since their streams are copyrighted. But the traffic cameras are down, so we don't really have any live footage of this right now. But, so here's the best that we can do on radar. We don't have any rotation right now. We do have two hill course. One is over here near Middlefield, heading south towards Chester and West Hampton. And the other one is near Chesterfield and is going over towards Williamsburg, Hatfield, Hadley, and Northampton, and eventually Amherst. Okay, is my stream still live? Yep, it is. Perfect. Um, we did get a new scan. We have maybe significant hail near Goshen and Williamsburg, but at this moment, we we don't know. But there is definitely hail back here near Goshen and Williamsburg, and that is moving towards Hadley, Hatfield, Northampton, and Amherst. So we also probably have hail back here near Middlefield and Peru. Yep, we probably do back here. Okay, the next towns in the path of us are Deerfield, Sunderland, Waverley, Hatfield, Hadley, Northampton, Florence, Leeds, Williamsburg, West Hampton, and Chester. Up here in Vermont, we still have this storm going towards Marlborough, Brattleboro, Putney, Bells Falls, Grafton, Athens, Wyndham, Jamaica, and Wardsboro. We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag on it near Woodstock, Vermont. I wouldn't say that there's any chance of this becoming tornadic, but please stay away from windows and doors, and please do not be outside during the storm. It has quarter-sized tail and 60-mile-per-hour winds, and is going towards Woodstock, Lincoln, Waterville Valley, and Fulton in Vermont, in New Hampshire, I mean. Okay, we don't have new scan yet. Okay, I'm expecting them to issue is NWS Boston to issue a new severe thunderstorm warning pretty soon for this, but for maybe Roger Hill, since this expires in 3 minutes, and we probably have more than an inch hailstones on this, but I don't really know how big we do. Wow, 3 viewers to this stream. Thank you for watching the stream. Right now I'm concentrating on these two areas. One of them is in Vermont and one of them is in New Hampshire, Massachusetts, and we have a storm back here in Massachusetts, which is all by itself. We have actually this person got a pretty good position out in front of a storm. We do have drivers going south, storm chasers going south, but we cannot use them due to copyright. However, we do have hail near Williamsburg heading over towards Westbrook and Hatfield. We also have this another hail core near Rivington, near Foxton Wildlife Management Area, heading towards Chesterfield, West Chesterfield, and eventually Williamsburg as well. What else is there to cover? This one back up here near Woodsboro looks pretty good. It's heading towards Marlboro, Brattleboro, Putney, as far as Rockaway's Mills, and Grafton in Vermont. We also have this one down near Williamsburg and Rivington. New severe thunderstorm warning just got issued for the following cities and towns: Chester, West Hampton, East Hampton, Northampton, South Amherst, Hatfield, North Amherst, Leverett, Shutesbury, Pelham, Belchertown, Wendell, Irwin, Mills Falls, Montague, which includes Turner Falls and Turner Falls, Conway, Deerfield, Ashfield, Plainfield, Cummington, Wilmington, Middlefield. This is for quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds that expires within an hour. We also have storms firing on the backside of this storm near Pittsfield again. However, these might be weaker than the storm in front of everything since they have rain-cooled air. severe storms are finally the severe storm is finally approaching the I-91 corridor, going towards Sunderland, Mills Falls, Montague, Tennis Falls, Irving, Wendell, Shakespeare, Pelham, Belchertown, Amherst, South Amherst, North Amherst, Leverett, Hadley, Northampton, Mount Tom, West Hampton, and Chester. We do have a line on the back of it, but those go should remain sub-severe. We also have this severe thunderstorm near Dover, Vermont, going towards Putney, Brattleboro, Bells Falls, Brockway's Mills, Townsend, Jamaica, and Windham in Vermont. We also have a special weather statement back here for Rockland, Neversink, Liberty, Fallsburg in New York, and that's for 50-mile-per-hour winds. Okay, that's good. Okay, we have two viewers down from three viewers, but let's continue. We have this storm over here. Actually, update. It just got updated. Um, it's now over I-91, going towards Irving, Wendell, Mills Falls, North Leverett, Shutesbury, Pelham, Belchertown, North Amherst, South Amherst, Hadley, Hatfield, Northampton, Mount Tom, East Hampton, and West Hampton. We have multiple hail cores. One of them is near West Wadley, one of them is just south of Williamsburg, heading towards Hatfield. We also have one in Worthington, headed towards South Worthington and Greenville. We also have storms on the backside of this, near Pittsfield, heading up towards Shelburne, Charlemont, Coleraine, Leyden, Bernardston, and Gill. Okay, back up here in New Hampshire, we have this storm with a tornado possible attack near Woodstock, going off towards Lincoln, Waterville Valley, Bartlett, and Jackson. We on the last scan we didn't have much rotation, so let me check. Okay, we have some rotation, but not a lot, so I don't think that will produce any tornadoes up there in New Hampshire. But we have really severe thunderstorms back near actually let me That's it's still loading. Give me a second. Okay, I don't know why this isn't loading. We now have a special weather statement up here for Halifax, Guilford, and Vernon, Vermont. We also have the storm now crossing I-91, going towards North Amherst, Leverett, Wendell, Irving, Pelham, Belchertown, North Amherst, Amherst, South Amherst, Hadley, Northampton, East Hampton, Wilmington, Chester, and Middlefield and Plainfield can now are now safe. We do have another line of storms forming near Pittsfield, which are traveling at the same speed of about 35 miles per hour east. I'm going to switch over to Boston. The Boston door actually is actually it's going to have the Albany Rail right now over here. We don't have any rotation on the storm at all. However, we do have possible hail near Wakely and Leeds and Rivington right now. And the towns that are in the path of this are Irving, Wendell, Shutesbury, Leverett, Pelham, Amherst, Belchertown, Northampton, Hadley, East Hampton, West Hampton, and parts of Chester. Okay. Um, let's check back on this storm near Woodstock, New Hampshire. Um, we have a tornado possible attack and 60-mile-per-hour winds with 1-inch hail. Why isn't it working? That's what I don't like about this region up here in Maine, because there's almost no radar coverage. Mm, I don't know why this is. Okay, that should be better. We're back. Um, Rain is moving into parts of Amherst right now. Amherst, Leverett, North Leverett, Mills Falls, Montague, Hadley, and Mount Tom. Okay, still 1 inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. All being all radar indicated with this storm. Let's see. We still have a hill callback over here near Rivington. Actually, maybe not anymore. We have hill possible in Lately. Going, we have hill probably in Lately and all the way down through Northampton, going towards North Amherst, Amherst, Pelham, Shutesbury, and Hardwick eventually. We do have a storm back over here near Putney, Vermont, which is going out of the warning box. However, it is warned for quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind going towards Putney, Bellows Falls, and eventually towards Keene. Up here in New Hampshire, we have a severe thunderstorm with a tornado possible attack going towards Waterville Valley with minimal rotation, so I don't think that there's a tornado that is likely to form anytime soon from that. Back over here in New York, we have a 50-mile-per-hour special weather statement for Neversink, Fallsburg, and Liberty going towards Poughkeepsie, but that's about it. Okay, well, there's a whole line of storms that is moving. This line is moving very fast. Oh, here is the boundary. But it's firing a wand. Okay. These storms are. Okay, I haven't gotten a radar scan in the last 3 minutes. Tornado possible. Tornado indicator. Okay. Um, what else? I think. Okay. There is. Okay, the likely hill core has reached. Let's check if it's still hill. Parts of Leverett. And still going for 1 inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. That's going towards Amherst, South Amherst, Belchertown, Pelham, Shittsbury, and eventually New Salem and Orange. The severe thunderstorm warning near Brattleboro has been about to expire, but we have a special weather statement that just got re-updated near Vernon with 55 miles per hour winds and pea-sized hail. We also have a severe thunderstorm warning back up here in New Hampshire with a tornado possible tag on it. However, at the last scan, it didn't look like it was tornadic, but let's check it again. Still no rotation on it, so I don't know why. Let's see what. Okay, this is NWS Green Main. Okay, we don't have to issue a tornado possible tag on that storm. It's gonna do nothing since there's absolutely no rotation on that. Okay, um, let's see. Next chance for cameras would be over here by I-190, but that is actually how fast are these storms moving now? Okay, moving a little bit slower. But we have these storms that are trying to force into the storm, so I don't know. Um, we have storm chasers who are in the storm, but we haven't gotten any reports from them that were made public about what they experienced. But we know that somebody is in there and would probably give reports to NWS and the NWS Boston specifically. Over here near Woodstock, there is starting to be a hill core near Waterville Valley that is moving towards Waterville Valley and Bartlett. However, there is absolutely no rotation, so I don't know why NWS Gray issued a tornado possible tag on that storm. We are starting to. New scan came in, and the storm has finally gotten to weather it, and most of Amherst, Hadley, and Northampton. It is headed towards Bargertown, Pelham, Shutesbury, Wendell, Irvin, Hardwick, New Salem, E4, Orange, Ball, Petersham, and Whale. The storm is seeming to fall apart now, so I might end my stream after these field warnings expire. This one is probably likely to be allowed to expire since there's absolutely no reason to have it except for probably wind. and somehow, but back over here near Amherst, we do have some possible hail near Amherst and Leverett. Going east towards Pelham, Shutesbury, New Salem, Petersham, Hardwick, Rail, and Belchertown at about 25 miles per hour. Okay, new scan came in. This special weather statement is likely to expire. Um, let's see if we have a new scan up here. We do, but still pretty much nothing. Back down here near Amherst. There are the hill core is located over Cushman, according to where the reflectivity is in Amherst, heading towards Pelham, Shutesbury, Wendell, Quabbin Reservoir, Belchertown, Rail, Hardwick, Petersham, A4, and Orange. I might end my stream soon, since all of these are either expiring soon or are falling apart. Let's see how high the cloud tops are. Well, 40,000. Well, this hill right over Factory Hollow and Cushman. This is the storm is going towards Belchertown, Pelham, Shutesbury, New Salem, and eventually Hardwick, Bill, Rail, Petersham, Phillipston, Orange, A4, Gardner, Redmond, Oakham, West Boylston, and Worcester. Okay, it's still 1 inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds on this morning. The warning in New Hampshire is going to expire in 4 minutes. However, the storms are almost past that warning, and there's almost nothing to suggest that it has it has slight rotation, but not enough to be concerning right now. Up over there in New Hampshire, so that should be allowed to expire pretty soon. We have the storm back near Brattleboro and Halifax with 55 mile per hour winds going to Guilford in Vernon in Vermont. However, that might not be extended. We also have storms back over here near Peru, Hinsdale, Stockbridge, and Ree, which all contain heavy rain but are unlikely to go severe because the storm has already been over that. Okay, we got a hail size downgrade to 0.75 inches or below over here near Amherst. That is characters. Pearl, Belchertown, Hardwick, Bale, Petersham, Phillipston, Temple, Gardner, Hubbardston, Rutland, Oakham, Spencer, Worcester, Shrewsbury, Boylston, and Horden. Okay, the severe thunderstorm warning up near Waterville Valley expires in 2 minutes. However, I don't think that they're going to extend it. Back, actually, we only have two severe thunderstorm warnings in the northeast. So I might switch to. I might enter stream or switch to coverage area. Okay, 1 minute. Over near Amherst, we still have a storm. Actually, went past Amherst and just now near Pelham and Belchertown. Feel likely going to extend their warning out this way towards A4, Orange, Phillipston, Gardner, Templeton, Westminster, Brixton, Princeton, Rutland, Oakham, New Braintree, Hardwick, Petersham, New Salem, Whale, West Brookfield, North Brookfield, Brookfield, South Brookfield, New Braintree, and that's. Hmm, okay. Um, we don't really have anything else. This just expired up here near Waterville Valley. So that is good. But this has been allowed to expire. And okay, that is now expired near Waterville Valley, so there's no severe thunderstorm warnings in New Hampshire, there's no severe thunderstorm warnings in Vermont, and there's likely going to be no severe thunderstorm warnings over in Maine once the storms reach there. However, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning over in the Amherst Northampton area. We might have hail near Hatfield. Yeah, like we probably do have hail near Hatfield. Most of the severe thunderstorm watch has been cancelled. The severe thunderstorm watch expires in 28 minutes anyway, so I don't expect them to extend it out any further. We do have cells back here near Stockbridge, Washington, Wilmington, Cummington, Chester, Otis, Great Barrington, Monterey, Housatonic, Alfred, but these are unlikely to become severe. We do have a special weather statement over here near Denning going off towards Kingston and Rhinebeck in New York. But overall, this should be the end of a threat for a day after the storm in Western Mass gets into a less unstable environment in Eastern Mass. Yep, it's almost at the edge of this unstable environment. Anyway, we are probably going to extend the severe thunderstorm warning off in this direction. Just for a wind threat. Like the hill is still possible, but unlikely. Okay. Okay, nothing interesting. We are just saying that we're tracking a few storms, but that should be it.